What are the sources of business law? Have you ever wondered where business law actually comes from? Understanding the sources of business law is essential for anyone studying it in law school. These sources form the backbone of the legal framework that governs business activities. Let's break it down. First, we have constitutions. The federal and state constitutions are the highest sources of law. They lay out the fundamental principles and limits of government power. For example, the United States Constitution provides the foundation for federal business regulations and protects rights that are important for commerce. Next up are statutes and legislation. These are laws passed by legislative bodies like Congress or state legislatures. Statutes specifically regulate business activities such as contracts, corporate formation, taxation, and consumer protection. Local governments also enact municipal codes that can impact businesses in their areas. Then we have case law, which consists of judicial decisions. When courts interpret statutes and regulations, they create case law or common law. These decisions clarify how laws apply in specific situations and set legal precedents for future cases. Law students spend time analyzing these cases to see how courts resolve conflicts in areas like contracts and corporate governance. Another important source is administrative rules and regulations. Government agencies create these to implement and enforce statutes. For instance, the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Environmental Protection Agency issue regulations that businesses must follow. These rules are binding and often carry the same weight as statutes. If you are interested in international business, treaties and international agreements are also significant sources of law. These agreements between countries regulate cross-border commerce, tariffs, and intellectual property rights. Lastly, we have secondary sources. While these are not legally binding, they include legal textbooks, law review articles, and encyclopedias. These resources provide explanations and commentary on primary laws, helping students and practitioners understand and locate relevant information. For law students, knowing these sources means being able to identify where a business law rule comes from and how it is applied. For example, if you are dealing with a contract dispute, you need to look at relevant statutes, applicable case law, and any administrative regulations that might influence the situation. Understanding these sources also shows how business law can change. Statutes can be amended, new regulations can be issued, and courts can reinterpret laws based on new business practices and ethical considerations. So, the primary sources of business law include constitutions, statutes, case law, administrative regulations, and treaties, supported by secondary sources that aid in legal research. This foundational knowledge is essential for navigating the legal aspects of business effectively.